Morning and welcome to Pilates Therapy. Today, for our little 5-minute or 10-minute exercise routine, I'm going to focus on balance. So if you have your own yoga block, you can use that. If not, just grab some cookbooks or something that is a little bit thicker, maybe a little bit of a hard cover, and maybe get more than one, so then you can stack them up, but something that you can stand on if you need to, okay? So I'm just going to get started. There's a few different things that we're going to do. Of course, if you need to warm your body up, move it in all sorts of different ways before you start this little exercise routine. So let's get started. So I'll use books and yoga blocks just to show you what we're going to do. I'll start with the book. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is we're going to do some squats. Sorry, my head's cut off. So we're going to do some various squats. So the first one, we are going to do it with our heels on the book. This book is, I don't know, a couple of inches high. You can change the height depending on how you feel. Sometimes it's a bit high, so maybe start lower if this is the first time. Hands wherever you want them to be, and then start doing your squats. Now you may find that your range while you're doing this is different than if your feet were flat. It just engages the slightly different places in your legs, hips, knees. Good for strengthening all of our joints from our ankles to our hips and working on various muscles in our legs. And as usual, I don't know how many I've done, but I would say do about 10. If you can only do 5, then that's your goal to try and get a little bit more. And do one more. And bring yourself up. The next one we're going to do, we are going to do some jumping or hopping or stepping over our books. Okay, so have your book out in front and just do some stepping over and step back. And this is where you have multiple books, so then you can challenge yourself and get them a bit higher. Okay, usually going backwards is a little bit harder. And then, oops, I kicked it then. Wasn't thinking I was about to bend down. Okay, then if you want to, and this is all a choice, can you jump over without falling over? Back, usually a bit harder. I'm not going to try it because I know that my balance is a little bit wacky today. So step back over, jump, back, jump, back. Of course, that jarring is really good for our joints and our bones and our muscles. So it's always a good thing to do. And try to do maybe 5 jumps, especially since if you're over the age of probably about 30, the chances are you haven't been jumping a lot recently. You sort of lose that when you're a kid and start just walking. All right, then we're going to change, get rid of that book, make sure it's out of the way and you're not going to trip on it. And we're going to do side to side. So it's the same thing, stepping side to side. And you make it a little bit harder. Add some height. And then you can get rid of one or keep both of them, it's up to you. Okay, and you can do some hops. So hop, hop. Again, this is really good for strengthening that ankles, jarring those knees, bones in our lower body, which if you head into osteoporosis, maybe this is a good thing for you if you're not in that really full risk category or fracture risk. And then, of course, you can do your jumps. Side to side is always harder than forward. Okay, so sometimes you have to think about this a little bit. Again, each version or addition that you do, you can do 5 to 10 of each side. So you can play with those, side, forward, back. It's really a good thing. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add our height. Okay, I know that with some of my clients, sometimes I use the old We Fit step. For this, you can use, if you've got steps at home, you could do this at home using your steps. So maybe you've got something to hold on to if you need to for balance, or have your chair set up if you really need to. So instead of doing our step over, we're going to step up and then step down. Step up and step down. Make sure that you've got plenty of room and your books are nice and solid. If they're not, don't do it with books that are stacked. Again, this is really good for those knee strengthening exercises. Up and down. And backwards is harder. If you need to, reduce the height, okay? So if you're having trouble with bending your knees, you've got issues with mobility, go for a lower step and practice that first. Feel confident in the height that you pick. And then if you repeat this over and over again, you'll be able to add to the height, add to the reps. And then we're going to stay up, okay, and we're going to go down to the side. Step, step. Up and down. So please, safety first. Make sure that you've got something that you can step on that is nice and secure. If you need a chair or use your banister, your railing, use that and adjust the height. Maybe you've got planks of wood. Maybe that might be something that you could do it on. And up and down. Okay, so that's it for our book for now. Okay, we're going to do another one. Okay, I'm going to use my block for this one. So for this one, if you're using books at home, just find something that's a little bit thinner and a bit lighter. They're really heavy cookbooks, so I'm not going to do it with this one. Okay, we're going to rest the block or your book onto your palm of your hand. Okay, your other leg, you can either just lift it up and hold it there or turn into a flamingo. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're going to serve some food to people. So we're going to extend our hand and then you're going to bring it around and serve some food on the other side. Bring it around and out. If this is too easy and you want to challenge yourself, because you've been doing this plenty of times, up into your fingertips. See how I go with this one. And around the back. Of course, you can have your chair here or something or a wall, but try not to use it. Maybe have your hand hovering. Makes you feel a lot more secure. And of course, if you really want to challenge yourself, you can start moving the other side around. That t-shirt button, I think. So you can really change that. You can do it with your eyes closed. That's another challenge. Then, of course, swap sides. Leg up or up. It's up to you. Whatever is most comfortable. Got slippery pants. This isn't going to wait for you. Book on your palm. Oops. And up. Serve to someone in front of you. Twist it around. Oops. And serve to someone behind you. As you can see, I'm finding it harder on this side to get that mobility in my shoulder to rotate and go behind. If this is looking too easy for you, tent those fingers, go up onto those fingertips. Give that a go. Yep. Maybe not so easy for me, you know. And then you can add that waving everything around and shutting your eyes. So that's our next one. The next one we're going to do, you can have a heavy or light book, and this is going to, the weight is going to be the challenge, okay, as well as the balance. So to start out, try something light, so a lighter book, and then as you get going, you can start using heavier books or a bag that you could lift up that will help with that strength. What we're going to do is we're going to have our book or item, whatever you're going to do, is have it out in front of you. Oops, you can't see it. So we might turn this way. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch out for the animals behind you. Have that toe coming behind. It doesn't matter which leg you work with. And you're just going to hinge down and pick up. Hinge down, put it down and up. Now, of course, if that is too hard, there are ways to make it easier or less of a challenge. So you work at your level. What I would do if I was doing this and I was having trouble getting all the way to the ground, and that may be balance, it may be vertigo, low blood pressure, and you don't want your head dipping, I would have a chair here and rest it up on a chair. So I could have it in my reformer here. Same thing, have your leg behind my back, and then you hinge down and grab it from a height. So you can really play with this. Again, the next thing you could do is start lifting that leg behind you, okay? So we've got our block down there, and as we hinge, your leg goes up. Grab your item and come up. Leg goes up behind, item goes down, okay? And then you can play with weight, okay? But get your balance, get the system going well, and then you start adding, okay? So then you come down, picking something up that's heavier, and down, and down. Okay, so about 10 times again, and play with where you are with your body. Do you need it higher? Do you need that leg out, keeping connected, or can you add it and then do the other side, which you can do on your own. Pause me and do the other side. Then we're going to go on to I had one more. Oh, that's right. So we're going to go back to some squats again, but this time our toes are on, our heels are off. Okay, and then we squat. And I can feel this all the way, in particular, into my calves. And you can see I can't get down as far. My mobility is changed. I'm leaning forward. So you do what you need to do for your body. Again, if your toes are up too high and it's not really feeling comfortable, find something a bit lower, a smaller book. I will do 10 of those, sorry. And bring ourselves up. Okay. So that's my range today. We have 2 lots of squats, heels up, toes up. We have our tippy bird where you pick something up and down. We have our steps, so we're just going over, then we're stepping off and doing sideways, forward, back, adding a height. We have our mobility, we're moving bits and pieces. So there's a few different things that you can do with that one. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe. If you have any questions, please email me. If you would like to do more classes, if you like the way that things are done on my YouTube channel, please contact me, and I do have other classes available that go for longer times. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.